Microphone, but I don't know if this is the way I'm supposed to be using it. I have this little microphone, and I put this in it so I can hear myself. But it sounds kind of funny, and I don't know which microphone I'm using. It might be this one. But maybe, can you hear me on this one? I don't know. But we'll figure it out as time goes. And if any one of you know what I'm doing wrong or right, if you could tell me, I would so much appreciate it. And so, as my title describes, everything I do today is messed up. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not talking about one or two things. I am almost 80% of doing things wrong today. Actually, well, yeah, I guess it's me. And I don't know if it's my memory, because I've been taking my sleeping pills again. But I don't think my sleeping pills will add to my memory issue. It will probably continue until I switch. I'm hoping. But I have to sleep. I can't go 2 days without sleep. And I was 24 hours the other day, and my body felt horrible. And if I stayed up the second day, it would be so bad. And I'm too old for that. But anyway, back on topic. Um, I got microphones not too long ago for my phone, and the attachments wouldn't work for it, so I didn't use them. But I could have swore that I kept them and put them somewhere. So I've been looking for that. I forgot how to set up my YouTube to do live videos. It took me almost 2 hours again to figure that out, and I got it figured out. It was using my laptop camera instead of my camera, and I had to fix that also. And then, let me see. Oh, and then my camera shut off because the battery died. And the battery does not last for long at all. And that's pretty irritating. It's a $400 camera, and the battery maybe lasted maybe 45 minutes, maybe. So if I want to do a longer video, I won't be able to. I guess. I don't know. Um, there was something else. I was moving Uno cards. They all fell out on the floor. I was going into the spare room where I will be going, and I was looking for my other purse because I thought maybe I put them in there. And I go in there, turn the light on, past the bedroom door, go to the closet, and I couldn't find it. So I turn around and start going back, and my purse was on the bedroom door. I passed it, didn't even see it. I'm like, are you serious? And then this morning, I got myself some coffee. I brew coffee and stick it in the fridge. That way I can have iced coffee. But sometimes I froth my creamer, sometimes I don't. But today I woke up and I'm like, you know what? I want to froth my creamer. I hate that word, sorry. Froth. Anyway, so I went ahead, poured creamer in the cup, and then I put ice in, and then I'm like, I can't froth it with the ice in there. And so I'm like, crap, just forget it. And I just poured coffee over everything and just drank it. Um, in my opinion, the froth of the cream makes it taste different and better. So, just so you know. um, Me and my oldest daughter went to go see Speak No Evil yesterday. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. And I'm going to tell you something that the lead man, or the lead second man, the one who, the actor who played Splice, and he played in the Dr. Glass movies, he was the one that turned into the Beast. He took his shirt off in this movie, and I'm like, oh my God. He hides his muscles very well when he's dressed. But when he took his shirt off, I'm like, oh my God. Excuse me. I didn't even know what that was about. Um, but yeah, and pretty, he's a decent size. And when I seen him, of course, he was all dirty and fake blood and all this. But I'm like, whoa. I couldn't take my eyes off of him. And he did that in the Splice movie too. At some point, he took his shirt off. I think it was the Splice movie. And he was built. But in this movie, he's even bigger. And yeah, I don't know what it is about muscle men. I think maybe it's about the hero effect, if you want to call it that. We're attracted to military, we're attracted to police and firemen and paramedics, and I guess muscles fit in there somewhere. Because I think of all of the occupations that I just called out, those are heroes. It's the hero effect. It's like my protector also. So I'm assuming. I don't know. But oh, back on track about things going wrong. So when my camera shut off, I'm like, screw it. I'll just do it on my phone. And I got a setup. I set my tripod up behind my laptop and everything. I cleaned that table off. Although the microphone that I just bought, this one, doesn't go right in front of the laptop because my table is too narrow and it would push the tripod off the table. So I got my cell phone out and I'm trying to set it up and get it ready. And my light that I put on my phone, it fell off. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm half cut off. But anyway, excuse me, gosh, it fell off in the floor, and I'm like, oh, it come detached from the charging cord, and so I'm like, that come detached. I don't. Anyway, and that I think it. I tried to start it on my cell phone 3 times, and I can't remember right now the times that prevented me to. My voice is crackly. I'm sorry. Nothing much going on my side. Excuse me again. Um, there's the the ums are coming. I'm struggling. I'm like, what am I going to talk about now? As I was trying to set up the camera and my cell phone and going in between, oh yeah, I never found the microphones, the little microphones. I'm sure I will, but not right now. And I forgot what I was just talking about. What was I just talking about before that? My memory is crap. I think I was talking about running around doing something. I don't remember. I was talking about me my head cut off. I should I should sit up straight. That's me slouching. And you guys always see me in a black shirt with a green sweater. This sweater I've mentioned 100 times. This is my favorite sweater. It's bulky, and if wind is blowing, it goes through the holes and you feel the cold air. So I don't wear it like in that kind of atmosphere. If there's no wind, then I can, and it keeps me warm. But it's so soft and bulky, and I like it. I don't know why I like it so much, but I do. And I hope this microphone isn't rubbing, but this is what this sounds close up. But I feel weird holding it up here like that. It's like, hello. So I don't know what to do in that circumstance. Do I just hold it kind of low, just a tad bit lower? I can hear myself. I sound pretty good. I wish my voice sounded like this all the time. I've always hated my voice. I've hated a lot of things on my person, my human person, because of the way I was brought up. I won't go there. Anyway, I was going to say something. Oh, I had a hard time trying to get the camera off of my laptop, so I had to Google that, and I found that. And then I had to go, my goodness, I had to Google how to connect my camera. I got that, and I mean, it took almost, it had to be 2 hours. I'm sitting there thinking, am I ever, hey, Kong, welcome to my humble abode. I hope you don't see my microphone top. I'm trying something new. Kong, I had a feeling that you would sneak in at some point. And did I even tell you? No, you knew. I was talking about my laptop, and I assumed that you knew I was fixing to go live. But anyway, I'm a loss of words right now, Kong. I'm trying to think of something to say. I cannot wait into, I cannot speak English. I cannot wait to move into the other spare room because it's so much bigger and now I have so much room and less clutter. I cannot stand clutter. Cannot stand it. I like to be able to walk around in a wide span instead of stepping sideways or stepping over. I can't. I just can't. This room used to be my son's room when he was a minor. And then the one I'm going into was two of my daughter's room when they all were minors. And two of them shared the other room. And then I slept in the master bedroom years ago, and my ex slept on the couch. Well, now he's in the master bedroom. I don't want to go back in there because it's not my house. I don't feel right. And I'm going into my daughter's room. But I'm here to say, I need to sage this room big time. As a matter of fact, I think when I'm done with this, I'll sage the whole house. And why I'm saying that is my son was an angry person. And specific things happened in this room that I won't talk about. Um, Also, he played his Xbox games in here and the other one. It was not Xbox, PlayStation. And he would get angry all the time. Of course, when you're playing a game and you're winning and then you lose and have to start over, I get mad too. But he was the type that if he said it's bedtime, get off the game, he wouldn't. And it caused a lot of trouble. I mean, he was a regular teen kid. Not every kid's like that, but a lot of them are. They're addicted to those games. But the energy in here is not really pleasant. It's it bothers me. I'll just say that. I feel like it's trying to take my energy away. I don't like sitting in here. Every time I come in here, I have to be busy where I won't think about things. But I keep thinking in my head that I need to sage, but I just don't do it. But I need to. I have, I don't know where it's at, a iron cauldron. It's real small. It fits in the palm of my hand. And I have two sage, what would you call that? Or they bundle, two sage bundles. And I'm going to burn one. And I might walk through the house. And I'm sitting here thinking last night and today, the things that have been going on in my room. I feel maybe these recent two aren't too good of entities, I should say. And the reason being is because not last night, but the other night, it sounded like somebody had their finger on the wall, or maybe something, it had to be something metal. I'll describe it as that. On the wall, scraping from this end all the way down to that end. Of course, you can't see that, but it's pretty. I don't know if somebody messaged me or not. I just saw something pop up. But anyway, they scraped it all the way down slow. And I raised my head up and I looked and I got real quiet and I heard it go all the way down. And I'm sitting there thinking, my guides or star family would not do that. That's creepy. And they would know it's creepy to do that. They would have to say, this would creep her out. I'm not going to do it. I can't even talk. And so I'm used to things like that. So I just laid my head back down and brushed it off. And then last night, I felt one bump on the bed. It was short and it went real hard, but I caught it. And then I laid there thinking, it's going to start bumping again, but it didn't. And then I was like, I don't think my star family would do that either. Because it's the same. I'm not going to freak her out. Especially, they read my thoughts. When I say, that's really freaky, can you stop? And I've even said out loud in a whisper, can you effing stop banging on my bed? And they wouldn't. So you would think that my star family / guides would think, oh, that bothers her. or oh, that scares her, which I have no fear. Um, I have adrenaline rushes now, which is kind of weird. But anyway, they would do it the next day, knowing I asked to stop. I asked them to quit on several occasions, and they still thump on the bed. And I don't think it's my star family. And the only thing that I could think of that's good is maybe some machinery, because they're always working on my body. Is it something they're putting on top of the bed so they can work on me? Or is it beside the bed? And I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of it, and it's not really working. It's not, when they bang on the bed, it's hard to sleep. It's not pleasant. And I'm not talking about light thumps. I'm talking about hard, aggressive bumps on the bed. And it's always the same length apart. But it would go like this every single time. Hard. That one time, I think I was going through a lot that day. I can't remember what it was. And I was irritated in the beginning of going to bed. And when that thumping woke me up, I think I asked nicely for them to stop. And they didn't. And I raised my head, can you effing stop banging on my bed? And they didn't. But I will say this one other time. I think I already talked about it. I was in bed and it was thumping. And I think I was angry that day too. And I think this is when I had fear of losing my job. So I'm laying in bed and I got real hot and I pulled my blankets off and then I slammed my hands down on the bed because I was so irritated. And the banging paused. And then it picked back up. And I'm like, really? Really? I got this mental impression that all of them raised their heads up and looked at me like, what was that? And then they continued whatever they were doing. There's always more than one entity with me. And there's 5 in here right now. 5, yeah. Oh, I want to tell you about this world I seen. I didn't see a lot of it, but something triggered me, and I'm like, whoa. I've been watching Bridgerton a lot, and when they show the beginning, it's like the trailer, I guess, the intro, and then they show their thumbnail, if you want to say it like that. It's the best way I can explain it. And it's a tree moving in a specific way. That's what triggered it. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm familiar with that. Why am I so familiar with that? And I was on another world, and I'm standing there, and I'm looking, and all of the trees were doing that. It was like they knew I was there, and they were trying to talk to me. I don't know, but they were same as the Bridgerton thumbnail. They're pink and white mixed. I see green right now too, so I'm sure it's like here. There's a variety of trees, but they're moving so gently, and it's not like our trees. Wind is blowing it, and it's going everywhere. But this was kind of like flowy, and it was like not every limb was moving. It was like in the center or lower, maybe from the center down. And then I see this pathway that looked like cement, but I'm getting the intuitive thought that it's not cement, it's something else. And the grass is a different color. It looks like a darker green with white specks through it. Very, very well manicured. Very, very pretty. I see a planet, possibly a moon on the right, and it's huge, and it's beautiful. It's a pinkish brown. I see no clouds on it or anything like that. And let me think. I see couples and children now. The children are playing and laughing. These people are blue. They are almost like a purple blue. Oh, what do you call them with the feather? Blue raven. That's what it is. And they're walking around. The laughing from the children doesn't sound like our laughing. It's different. Yes, Kong, that's it. Avians, that's it. Thank you. So I wasn't looking at the screen, so I'm sorry if you said anything else, but it helps if I look away and kind of get into a zone, and then all this information starts coming to me. But the children's laugh is different, and I cannot describe it right now. It's, well, my memory, my cognitive part of my memory, sometimes I cannot describe things, and it's so weird. But the kids are playing, and I don't see any playground equipment. They're just kind of running and having fun like they're chasing each other. And the parents are standing there side by side watching. There's some couples walking. Let me see if I can see anything else. I don't know what this is. My first thought was it's a pig, but it's not. It's a, I don't even know what color that is. It's a specific color, dark, and actually does have a cork tail, but its face, it's fuzzy. The hair's probably about that long. And the face resembles, I can't tell if it's a dog or a fox. I don't know. It's kind of smushed, and the ears are down. It looks like a cross between a dog and a pig. I don't know. And they're pets. They're running around with the kids. Um, there's one man in a suit, similar to what we have here, and a woman's in a dress. And I feel so much love from them. I feel like I'm walking with them. I see about six kids and about three sets of parents, and then other couples walking. And their feet, some, not all of their feet, is like ostrich on ostrich feet, possibly, and but thicker, really thick. And they're walking. And I see claws, not like damaging claws, like they can kill somebody, but I don't see them out. I just see them retracted, so I can't say that. I'm asking what kind of food they eat, and I'm not getting anything just yet. I don't see any cars or bicycles. I'm trying to look around and see how they get around. I don't I don't see anything. And I don't see any buildings either. And some of my visions, I don't get all of the information. Sometimes I just see and don't hear, or my intuition just doesn't tell me anything. And I take it as, well, it's not for me to know at this time. Or I can't share that with you guys because of specific reasons. And I accept that. And I know that if they want me to have more, they'll give it to me. But I see no buildings, but I see peace and love, or feel, I should say. Um, Everything there is like secure. It's like they are in order. There's no there's no anger, but they can get very angry. They're very defending over their family. The men can get very, very aggressive if anything happens, and it has happened. I'm hearing attack. So I don't know if other aliens had got on their planet and they went to war. And I've read many, many times where that does happen. They take over their world, meaning the reptilians, the custodians. I don't even know what the custodians look like. And maybe some Anunnaki. Maybe. I'm getting and always have had a mixed feeling about the Anunnaki. Um, but I don't know why I'm confused, and I hear take it lately. If I put words in sentences that don't make sense, Please know that it's my cognitive issue that I have, and I'm so sorry. It's got to be annoying. Um, what was I saying? It was about the Anunnaki. I've heard good and bad things about the Anunnaki, and I think that there's good and bad of them. I've heard also that they were the original gods. I don't know about that. I go by my intuition when I say things, and I feel my intuition very, very heavily sometimes, and I'm like, oh, okay. And sometimes my intuition is wrong. And I think that my feelings get tied in with that, which is not always good. But when I was working one day, it looked like I was fixing to get fired because of my memory. And I regret quitting. I should have had them let me go because I probably could have got not disability, unemployment. But anyway, I thought I was getting fired, and it turns out that's not what was going on. But I had that feeling that was so strong that I told Lanita, I think I'm getting fired. That's how strong it was. It was overwhelmingly, but my feelings were kicking in because that's when my anxiety started again. It's when I thought I was going to lose my job. Whoa, I have a pink woman. I'm sorry, that was so weird, I know. She just zipped in here like lightning, and oh, it's because I said Lanita. This is one of Lanita's Star Family members. She's nodding. She's beautiful. And I talked about her a little bit in the past, and gosh, she's so loving and so happy. I can feel her happiness. It's like bouncing off of me. But she's got no hair, and her skin goes up to points like that. Not sharp points, just, round. And her skin is pink and glowy, and it's got like a mixture of colors kind of going through it, and it's like shimmering on her skin, even on her face. And it looks like she has freckles. She's got a beautiful smile. I asked to see her hands and her feet, and I don't see them. But I want to say that her hands are like that, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, she zipped in. I just saw a streak come in, and then it's like, bam, right there she is, sitting there looking at me, smiling. It was like, are you talking about me? That's what I get, yeah. I don't know why I'm hearing the word anthropo, anthropoxy? I might be misunderstanding that. Anthropoxy. I'll have to Google that. Anthropoxy. That's interesting. Hmm. Okay. So she's gone. Hey DW, how are you? I wanted to do another kind of like a vision reading, kind of, if you want to call it that, of things that I see. Oh, back on the trees, they communicate like ours does, but these trees that I'm seeing on their planet that's waving, and they brought this back to me, so I'll talk more about it. But they talk. You could pass those trees and you communicate telepathically. And they exchange energies, and oh, I'm seeing their aura. Their aura is like a pinkish silver. They actually have an aura. That's amazing. But yeah, they communicate with you. The trees and plants are really well taken care of. And the avians actually give them love also. And they thrive off of each other. It's like an even exchange of love and communication. And now I see an avian walking up to one, holding its branch, and it kind of like he's petting it. He's got the branch in his hand, and would you call it a twig? Because their branches are really small. But anyway, he's got it in his hand, and he's like petting it. He's going back and forth with it, and he's talking to it. And he's in a gray suit, some sort. This suit is not like ours. It's a different kind of suit, but it's real dressy and classy. But he's communicating with this tree. He's got so much love. I'm amazed. He's still there. If when you're looking at them, I know when you're in public and you're walking around and you see a human and a dog, and you see the human kneel down on the floor talking to the dog and petting him and just really in you without a doubt, you know he loves his dog. That's what I feel. Oh, yeah, I can't even talk. That's what I feel when this avian is petting his tree, is that he has that kind of love for that tree. But I feel that all of them have that kind of love for any and everything that is living, including their planet. I feel like I've got so much information coming through, but I'm not able to pull it out. Some of them, I want to say it's the women, have some feathers on their ankles, on the outside part of their ankles, but not every woman has them. So I don't know how or why that is. Some have feathers on their head, some does not. Maybe they're kind of like a different breed of avians, like a dog. I hate to kind of categorize them with a dog, but even like us, we have white, we have Hispanic, we have Chinese, so on and so forth. So maybe some of their, I hate to say breeds because it sounds rude, but you know where I'm going. Their races are different because of that. You know, if I was an avian and I had no feathers and I was walking around and I see this beautiful woman avian walk by me and she's adorned with these beautiful blue feathers on her head and her ankle, I would be so jealous. I would be like, I want those feathers. I'd have to go get some fake ones and glue them on me. I'm sure maybe they do that. Maybe. I don't know. But maybe not because I feel that with their mentality, they don't get jealous over other things because they're still loved. I like that. I wish you guys could feel it. It's amazing. I wish you could see it because it's amazing. And if you've seen the trees yourself and the way they move, and they're showing me again, when you walk by, they move individually as the person walks by. Like they're saying hello, hello, hello. But if you see what I see, the way they move, you feel that love. And it's a communication. It's like an exchange. And if you personally went there and seen this tree and saw it moving, you'd be like, oh, it's trying to talk to me. What are you trying to say? You would get that impression. But the planet is pretty. And it's like my vision on this area is very minimal. It's like a circle. And this path is a circle. And I don't know what the path that they're walking on is, but they said it's not concrete. It's sustainable for their planet, is what they just said. And they're saying it's got like a rubbery texture, but it's not rubber either. And I don't know why they won't tell me exactly what it is, but they said some of the elements of the path we do not have here on Earth. I like it when they channel things through me because I feel so intelligent because they talk or they say big words. And when I'm talking, I'm like, whoa, I never would have said that. Like element, there's an element in here, you know what I mean? I'd be like, there's not a mixture in this that we don't have or do have. I don't know. I'm tossing around my microphone as I'm talking. But anyway, so yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I might do these more often of these planets that I see and the information that they share with me. I rather enjoy it. It's frustrating when they don't tell me everything. Well, not everything. I'd be here all day and night for days. But, tell me a little bit more of what's going on, you know. But I'll put my thought out tonight of give me more things to see on different planets, and I will get on here tomorrow and talk about those. I'll say this before I go. I kind of wish that when I was young and I was telling my mom, I'm hearing my words weren't frequency, that I'm hearing something entering the room. And she never, that I remember, said anything about it. And then when I seen my first dead person, she didn't say anything about it. And then when I started having my visions, she didn't say anything about it. If she would have said, "Oh, it sounds like you're a medium," if she would have said that to me, I would have went to the library and got books. I would have tried to find my way through this and learn more as a medium. And I would be so expanded now at this time. But I feel like I'm restricted because I feel like a beginner. I never really tapped into these gifts. And while I'm tapping in and expanding them because of my knowledge, is where I would want to be, is, expanding. Maybe I'll ask my guides to work on me about that. I always ask them, please advance me to the next step I'm supposed to be in. I'm bored or I'm tired of where I'm at. Just push me. So anyway, I'm going to get off here, guys. I love you tremendously. Thank you for coming on and watching me live. I'm going to try to do lives more often. And so, yeah, I love you guys. You have a good day. And I'm going to send each and every one of you love, light, and peace. Bye.